Preston and Steve on 93.3 WMMR.
All right, we're going to set him up. We'll get the info on the line. Let me see here. Our next guest we just stumbled onto recently.
We were actually turned on to him by one of our good friends.
Yeah, Dave Simpson over at Octane had said, you got to see this Ugly Face video. And after now meeting him in person, I now recognize him from a while back, from videos that I had seen on YouTube.
He's made sort of a huge name for himself on YouTube.
He's got almost 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, over 3 million channel views, close to 12,000 YouTube friends.
Jesus Christ.
And here's a little clip of the character that we definitely just died about. Here we go. This is Mumbles, by the way.
With the bench, you got bench.
Right.
All right. Now hold plow march down with the heat. Call Paul first. You did with these?
What, the thermometers?
Yeah, cow Paul hormone with these.
Probably, yeah. If it doesn't work, you can bring it back with your receipt and get your money back.
Now these call flatline. I'm going to see them with the ting tom on bottle do.
I don't know what you're saying, sir.
Can you supply camp on with the flat on the bottle do?
I still don't understand what you're saying.
Can you call flatline with a flat line on a bottle do? Bottle do?
Yeah, should.
That's Ed Bassmaster. Here it is.
Thank you.
How you doing, Ed?
Doing great.
Listen, the first thing I said to him when he came in was I had asked him if he had done this series of videos with this character named Earl.
And you got it.
And that was Ed. And he's like, yeah, I used to put on this peeled face makeup. Dude, I could only watch a part of him because he looks so disgusting in these videos with the smeared lipstick. Oh my God.
Well, it's awesome because you sort of prey upon everyone's desire to be sort of politically correct, and like,
right.
I don't want to F this guy up. He's got something wrong with his face. But
yeah, the ugly face. Yeah.
Is it indeed obviously Bassmaster is a creation of your? Because I remember the Bassmaster.
Yes.
But is that your technically your stage name?
Yeah. That's my stage name. Yeah.
All right, and you're from the area. You're from the Northeast, right?
Northeast Philly.
And how long have you been doing this? The YouTube videos.
I started YouTube about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Man, you covered a lot of ground in 2 years because I'm looking through the list of stuff that all the most viewed, the most subscribed to. As Preston was reeling off some of the stuff. But you've gotten a lot of notice around the country because of it.
Yeah, I've been really lucky.
You said you had the folks at Mad TV contacted you because of that. What happened there?
I was on the last 2 episodes of Mad TV, and they found me through YouTube. Got a couple commercials out of the deal through YouTube.
Yeah, Preston, you were looking at one, right?
Yeah, it was a car commercial. We were talking about that out in California.
Yeah, they flew me out to California, did a car commercial for a used car lot.
And it was
Mumbles.
And it was Mumbles, the character.
Mumbles, yeah.
By the way, let me ask you, Ed, when you're doing that Mumbles character, do you know what you're saying? Are you actually trying to articulate something, or is it just gibberish?
There's no articulation. It's just gibberish, and you look at random things and just throw a random.
That's it. That's what you do because you'll hold up your hands. You'll do like as if this thing. And your intent is so tangible that the guy you're talking to is like, okay, and he looks at your hands when you hold them up, like, okay, maybe he's trying to indicate what's going on here. But it even as you listen to it, you start to apply a thought to it because you're maybe I understand what he's saying.
Yeah, well, they all fly along with it, so it's on the Mikey,
Well, listen, I'm totally guilty of, I'll be talking to somebody and I'll ask them to repeat something after the second or third time. I'll just pretend like I know what they're saying.
Yeah. Right? It's what we all do because you don't want to appear rude.
Right.
But that's why this is so great.
Now, Bartle do. Now, this has, that just kind of it's a repeated phrase that you use, right?
That just popped out one day and there's BartleDo.com. Somebody has.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it somebody else has it?
Yeah, somebody else opened up the domain name. There's BartleDo username on YouTube.
That's great. That's wild. Now, we talked to you initially on the phone. You called in. We had no idea you were in the area. And you sort of ran off a laundry list of places that you're forbidden to go into again.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't stand out. It's not like you're 9 feet tall.
No.
I assume you can still get into these places, right?
No. The family went to the mall a few weeks ago. We got escorted out as soon as we walked in.
Are you kidding? Really?
No, dead serious.
Wait, and what mall did you? Because I forget which one I was watching, but you were at a mall. Was it?
Can I say the name of the mall?
Yeah, go
ahead.
Neshaminy Mall.
That's what I thought, because that's near my house, and I thought it was the Neshaminy Mall. That's really funny.
Dude, you couldn't even get in there with your kid and your wife.
They kicked my wife and my 3 kids out.
Aww.
Yeah,
Really?
they escorted us out because they seen some ugly face videos that we made there.
Is that wild? I mean, because a lot of times people will, they put up these signs, in stores, or, we're forbidding you from coming back, but no one ever looks at those signs. You made such an impression that they were able to pick you out with your family.
Lowe's contacted me and told me I couldn't film there. They told me to go to Walmart.
Walmart might be a good
yeah, you would definitely fit in at Walmart.
Yeah.
Because we were talking to the guys who created People of Walmart.
Right.
Yeah. And, they get away with it.
Well, this is the interesting thing that Ed was telling me is that, and I had no idea, but he is basically employed by YouTube. That is his job.
That's
Making these
awesome.
videos is his job. And he was telling that people can make a lucrative living off of this. How does that work?
What are the mechanics
Absolutely.
behind
Well, the mechanics, basically the way it works is once you establish a certain amount of views and subscribers, they approach you and ask you to become a partner. So it's basically just advertisements, placements on your videos.
By partner, you're a content provider.
Content provider,
Okay.
yeah. Sort of like a subcontractor.
Wow.
Do they spell out exactly how many videos you need to be producing per month or anything?
No, you
or?
produce what you want, and the more you make, the more you make.
Wow. That's awesome.
And he was telling me that there are people that make six figures off of that.
Oh, yeah.
6 figures off of cranking out, fun videos.
Well, the trick is it's got to be engaging.
It's got to be good.
Which this stuff is.
Yeah. And
because I'm sure there are a lot of people who think they're putting up good stuff. You must get bombarded with crap from people who think they're going to replicate what you did. Do you even look at videos anymore, or is it just unbearable?
It's hard because I probably get a couple hundred emails a day.
Yeah.
Check this out, Ed.
Yeah.
I do what you do, but it's not quite the same.
Yeah, it's hard because when I started out, I did the same thing, sending videos to people, just to check my stuff out. But
Who's surprised you as a fan of yours? Have you had any celebrities, or besides the Mad TV thing, anyone else get in touch with you?
I did a video with Pedro from Napoleon Dynamite. He's in one of my YouTube videos.
Really?
Who else? A couple people that are fans that are like in the band Octane.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Gym Class Heroes. They wrote me.
Sure.
They found me on YouTube and
No
wrote
kidding.
me. Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
The Father's Day thing, I loved that.
Thank you.
He goes up to men and he's like, "Dad, father, father," and then, "No, I'm not your dad. I'm not your dad. I am not your dad."
The Habba Babba. Did you guys see the Habba Babba?
No.
What is it?
I've seen you have a crap load of characters here, and I've seen a number of them, but not that one.
Habba Babba was just a phrase that we just randomly pulled off in the drive-thrus, and now Chevy is unleashing a car in Europe, and they want to use that as a catchphrase. They approached me about buying the idea off me.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, what is Habba Babba? What's it supposed to be? Yeah.
That's all it is, man. You got to watch the video. I can't even. It's so ridiculous.
That's it. You can't describe.
Yeah.
You can't say.
You can't describe it. And people say, "Hey, can you do ugly?" Like the girl that I met in the Halloween store. She said, "Can you do ugly face for me?" And it's just so awkward to do it on the spot. And
Right, yeah.
describe these antics that we do.
It's a product of the environment that you're doing it in, and you have to have that and that uncomfortability to make it work.
Preston and Steve.
On 93.3 WMMR.
Cowboy stank with a mouse shine with a tree MMR and the coupon problems and the centuries of times and the malt lickies.
Bartloo.
Bartloo. Crap malt stank.